Hi, I'm Tony Lecantro and I'm at the RIU Resources Roadshow here in Sydney, and I'm joined today by Scott Williamson, Managing Director of Blackstone Minerals, code BSX. G'day Scott.
Hi Tony.
Now at the conference we've had a battery metals electric vehicle. It's kind of a revolution. Now tell us why we should be buying Blackstone Minerals.
Yeah, well we think we've got some of the highest grade cobalt you'll find anywhere in the world. Our first drill holes have confirmed that. Unfortunately the first target lacked scale, but we've now got some very good IP anomalies which suggesting we've got a large sulfide bearing bodies under the target that we'll be testing soon. So hopefully these new targets will have the scale that we need to potentially build a cobalt mine one day.
Yeah, I've noticed that the cobalt sector went absolutely nuts up until about mid-January, and now it's a case of, to survive in this sector, you have to be real and you have to differentiate yourself. So why would we buy your company over others?
Yeah, I think you have to be real. I think you need to be very aware of where your market is, and I think the guys that will survive will, I suppose, have interest from strategic partners, and there's a lot of money behind the scenes that's ready to jump into the right assets. So I think the ones that survive will have partners that can take them all the way.
Yeah, now outside of cobalt, what other projects do you have?
Yeah, so we started as a nickel and gold exploration company in Western Australia. We have the Silver Swan South project, which is 8 kilometres along strike of Kanowna Belle and 10 kilometres from Silver Swan, which was a very high grade nickel mine and still is actually, and Northern Star obviously own Kanowna Belle. So we've got gold potential there, we've got an emerging gold discovery. We also have nickel sulfides with cobalt associated with copper, platinum and palladium. So we have some very good nickel targets there. We're looking for nickel sulfides and gold. So yeah, Australian assets are just as important, and as the season turns in Canada, we'll look at putting some holes into some of those targets as well.
So your summer and winter assets pretty much?
Yeah, so winter's a little bit difficult to explore in Canada, but we can drill in winter if we need to and if we have the funding. But at the moment we'll start to wind back. The costs of drilling in winter are a little bit higher, so our money's better spent over the winter period in Australia, where we can drill all year round.
So your share price is around 12 cents. Now what do you see being the main catalyst to arrest the slide, so to speak? Yeah,
so as soon as we start to drill some of these targets in Canada and these 2 targets in Australia, we will re-rate, we believe. Yeah, so over the next 3 months we will test the Australian assets and look to permit and drill Little Gem potentially in the winter if we need to.
Thank you. Great story, Scott.
Thank you.